do you think, is there something you would have, like, you would do differently about that fire? Do you see, is there a value to having a truck on the east side of town? Is that something that is on the table now to look at in the wake of this fire, or in the wake of everything?
We're discussing it internally and among the union members. You know, the thing that you have here, you can't discuss one department in the abstract like it exists all by itself and doesn't affect everything else. You know, it's difficult to try to balance police, fire, public works, development, housing inspection. How important is inspecting housing and making sure that people have smoke alarms, that landlords have installed smoke alarms? You know, it's such a difficult act to balance. If you look at how we've been spending money, it's pretty much stayed flat across the board with fire as a percentage, though it's increased substantially. The amount we spend on fire is pretty much the same as what we spent on it 6, 7, 8 years ago. Though it's up, I don't know, you have the chart there, a couple of $1 million, $2 or $3 million. You know, you have to balance that against what you give up when you do it. What we want to do is make sure that the money we spend and the people that we employ are used in the most efficient and productive way possible for their own safety and the community's safety. Is it the way we would want it right now? No, it isn't. We would sooner come up with a system that would have more firefighters on duty. You would be able to have that truck on duty and you'd have a larger complement of people currently working. That's what we'd like to do. We'd like to see it be as productive and efficient as possible. We don't think it is right now. We don't think we're utilizing our firefighters as effectively as we could. And again, we're discussing it with them. I think they've recognized the fact that resources are limited, and I think they agree with us, not necessarily in what our solution is, but they agree with it, that there's got to be a better way to do things, and we're working on it with them. You know, the other thing, every now and then I see a letter to the editor from outside the city telling me what we should do about the fire department. And I wonder if those people know that the city subsidizes fire protection for all the county buildings that are in the city. That the 150 North Queen Street, 40 East King Street, 625 East King, or 635 East King Street, the county prison,
Youth Intervention,
the Youth Intervention Center, all of those, we provide the fire protection for. We, being the residents of the city of Lancaster, pay for that fire protection, and it's excellent fire protection. My opinion, we have by far the best fire department in the county. And the most highly trained. Same with police protection. If the county would just pay their city taxes, it'd be around $1.25 million a year or more. But instead of doing that for that protection, the city taxpayer is one of the poorest communities in the county, subsidizes the protection of those buildings, both for police and fire. You know, and when I see somebody from outside the city being critical of the city, I think, one, you don't have a paid fire department, and two, our paid fire department protect your assets. What do you do to help us with that? There's got to be some kind of revenue sharing for those buildings in the city and what we provide, both in the way of fire and police protection to them.